We're going to move over to TikTok now and see what TikTok has to offer us. So let's see.
Family's pool popped out of the ground after they hired an unlicensed contractor to do renovation work.
Oh,
all right, pause it. I know why this happened.
Okay.
You know why this happened?
One unlicensed contractor. What a word.
Well, so in Texas, they have expansive clay. And so it holds a lot of water in the ground. And so what happens is they had all that hydrostatic pressure against the pool. And when they took the water out, it lowered the pressure inside the pool. And it literally popped the pool out of the ground like a pimple.
Oh, my goodness.
So if they had left the water in there, it would have been fine. But yeah.
Yeah.
So some pools, like we actually, depending on like what type of soil they have and what the water table is like, we actually install like pumps under the pool. Actually, the one pool that we have going on right now, we have pumps under it for this very reason. So that you can, if it gets a high water table and they want to have it drained out later to replaster it or work on it or whatever, they can kick on the pumps and make sure they get all the water out of the ground from underneath it so it doesn't do that.
Yeah. Cause
that is a nightmare because there's no fixing that.
I was about to say, what do you do? I mean, I guess.
You rebuild the entire pool. Oh. Like, so just imagine like all the pipes going through the ground that tie in through like the returns and the drains and everything. Like if that thing moves 1 inch, every pipe breaks.
Basically, we just wanted to have the pool painted.
Basically, we wanted to have it painted. Look at the guy in his swimming gear. That was a red flag number 1, man. If the pool guy shows up in swimming gear, he's not a pool builder. He might be.
All right, let's get to work.
He might be a great snorkeler, but a professional.
Yeah, it's Tampa, so he was like, I got some fins out back.
I could drain it down and paint it for you. This is probably going to use like latex.
This is like, you've heard of the like average Florida man. This is some Florida man activity. Oh, what are we doing?
This poor dude.
He had to have a contractor license.
According to Florida law, only licensed contractors can make major pool renovations.
Hey, look, this is what happens when y'all want cheap work, man. This is what happens.
Right.
You gotta, it's always going to cost what it's going to cost to get it done right, and it's never going to be any cheaper than that.
Yeah, like don't call your friend Earl to come. You want to drain my pool? No.
And look, he didn't even drain it down that far.
Yeah.
So what that tells you is
it
like,
didn't get far.
Well, yeah. So like that tells you that that's what the water table is on the outside of the pool. So that water table was probably all the way up. Oh, wow. And all they did was lower 3 inches. That when there was enough pressure on the outside that shoved it right out of the ground now.
That is a true
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's gotten worse over the last.
I mean,
It's gotten worse over last week, huh? It's going to
keep showing that photo, please. I love it.
This is a typical pool drain. The plug on the side is normally used to pull the water out, but there's also a second.
Thank you, Miss.
She's not even correct on that.
Yeah, thank you, Miss News Anchor.
It's not opened up. Pressure from the groundwater.
That part is true. They're supposed to have a hydrostatic valve in there that allows the water to come up.
Okay.
But even in this case, like it wouldn't have mattered because those hydrostatic valves are never going to allow the amount of water to come into the pool fast enough as you drain. So like if you drain it down too fast.
Okay, yeah.
So you'd have to drain it down really, 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 really slow to rely on that. So the hydrostatic valve is that's the backup fail-safe, and this still happens even with those.
Wow.
It's best when you're in areas where you got a high water table on your pool, or you're in an area that has expansive clays to actually just have pump systems put in underneath the pool before they're shot. That way you can always, if you need to do this, you just kick them on and they'll just start pumping water out, and you'll know
Yeah, so you don't have to have this fear.
And here's the other crazy thing: like most people don't get a soils report. Before they build their pool, they're like, oh, I don't want to get it. It usually costs like a few $1,000s to have like an engineer, a soils engineer come out there, and like that one video I saw with the big auger bit, they'll drill those down like 12 to 15 feet deep, and they will do like a core boring and do analysis on the exact type of soil, how it's going to retain water and all that stuff. Most people see that and they're like, oh, I don't want to pay. It's okay. It's just dirt. And it's like, this is why you want to pay for a soils report. Like,
now you're going to have to pay a lot more.
If you're going to ever do a pool, get a soils report. Like, don't skip that part. It's super important to know what type of dirt you're digging into. Every house that's built. Like when they design the neighborhoods, like they always do soils reports on the neighborhood before they start excavation, because they got to understand like this is how the footers need to be. This is the size. Like, here's everything we need to do to make sure that when we build the house on the lot, it's not going to start sinking into the ground or have structural issues. Yeah.
I'm out. Needless to say, he's no longer a contractor for them. Check this out. Has anybody ever seen
A round post.
that build? New to me.
He said it's new to me. He must be the new contractor. That's great.
Yeah.
He's probably looking at the homeowner like, this all has to be torn out and redone.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Again, I feel like we talk about it all the time, but like, check your licensing.
Check out their pictures, check out the reviews. Like, there's so much, like, it's so easy. Like, could you imagine, like, in the 80s and the 90s, like, before the internet? Like,
Go to the
you
Yellow
just had to
Pages.
trust your friend, yeah. You just had to trust, hey, they did Bob's job down the street. What could go wrong? Like,
Right.
This is when they excavated out and filled in with water.
Oh, goodness.
The hole was dug while I was actually out of town for the weekend. When I came back, this is what was here. And that was actually 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Mike couldn't give us a price in the beginning and took it upon himself just to go ahead and start the job. And I don't know if he thought he was doing us a favor or what was going on, but I came back after the weekend. This is what was here. I talked to Mike, as you've seen in the last couple of videos. He's brought me a temporary pool by. He hit water and he couldn't give us the price before he hit the water, and he can't give us the price after he hit the water.
What a nightmare.
But this hole right here is about 10 feet deep.
10 feet
and
deep.
At least 60 feet long. It's opening up by the day on its own. The sidewalls are collapsing.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff. That's why you want to do a soils report.
Wow. And yeah, that's crazy.
And the only thing you can do in those situations literally is like get pumps in there and just keep pumping it out and keep pumping it out and keep pumping it out, and hopefully.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I don't even know what you would do in the
You would
situation.
pump out the water until you can stabilize the soil inside and get a shell in there, and then get it full of water.
Contractor, you say Contractor Mike is like, I got you a pool.
He's got a pool now.
Here's your pool.
It's an organic pool.
Yeah.
Organic
All
natural
natural.
pool,
Yeah. It's got clay mask.
That's
to,
actually
like, good for
becoming
your
a thing.
skin.
There's like places where people are getting like natural pools where they're literally doing stuff like this, and then putting in like kind of like the same like pump system as a pond.
Oh, okay.
Just to kind of keep it semi-clean.
Yeah, so like, what are you mad about?
You might be stuck with that. You might have just got a free organic pool.
And it'll keep getting bigger and bigger.
That's right, yeah.
I see this as a win. Yeah, you're very holistic, very healthy. Yeah, no chemicals here,
Lots of natural minerals in the water. It's good for your
Yeah. You're going to have glowing skin.
skin.
Don't worry.
Hair's going to be really shiny.
There's worse things. I actually, I don't know what I would do if I came home, because he said he was gone, and there's just, I don't know, a pond in my backyard now.
Like, he didn't know the guy was going to show up and dig a hole in the ground? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think I would come in and walk right back out and go. I'd be like, I'm gonna deal with this later.
That's a nightmare scenario too. Like for a contractor, like even if he hired a legit guy and they did a soils report and they did everything they could, like actually if they got a soils report and once they dug it up, a contractor might have looked at him and said, you can't do a pool back here. Yeah. He'd probably just been like, your water table will never allow. And we don't know where this is too. Like they might be near the coast.
Right.
Like level with sea level.
Yep.
Like they could be like, for all we know, this could be like, a few blocks off the coast.
Yeah.
And that's just a nightmare to deal with in itself.
Yeah.
Like the way they build pools like on the coast and in Florida and stuff is so different than the way we build them here and the way they build them, in Nebraska.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Good luck, dude. What is this?
Undisclosed location.
That is a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
Pool dig gone bad.
Oh.
Where's all that water
It's a
coming
river.
from? Holy smokes.
Oh no.
Did they must have hit like a water line, dude, like a water main. That's what that is.
Break time, yeah.
That's got to be a water main.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, the last person had a natural swimming pool. This is a natural jacuzzi.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, call Miss Utility before you dig.
Yes.
That's what happened. They didn't call Miss Utility, and they were like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, one of the captions here says, that's one expensive water feature.
It says, who needs a pool when you have a freshwater geyser? Oh my gosh, these comments are great.
Wow.
Sometimes the comments are better than the videos themselves.
Honestly, that's true.
Yeah, that's usually
another
what I
life
come
hack.
for, yeah.
Call Miss Utility and read the comments. Those
That's
are our
it.
life hacks.
Gosh.
Let's
Yeah,
see what
same
this is.
thing.
Oh, man.
Wait, go back. Pay the
Yeah.
contractor $40K?
So far. Turn this down some.
Oh, paid him $40K so far.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't know the whole story though. They could have had a ton of rain and it just filled with water. Now he's got to pump it all up and dig control of it. Some
That's
people like freak out or stuff
true.
like that. Like
Yeah.
that's where like you gotta set expectation. Like, hey, you live in this area. The Souls report says this. Like we might have water table problems, but hey, we got a plan for if we do. So that and literally like the pool that we have right around the corner from here, it's probably got 2 feet of water down the shell now just from the rain that we've got the last couple days.
Right.
So
yeah.
like that could have been like they excavated it out and there's a ton of rain came through for a week and now the homeowner's freaking out and they're like, just chill.
Yes.
We're gonna pump it out. We'll stabilize the soil.
And that's where it's good too to like hire somebody that you trust, because then they like some contractors like are hard to get a hold of, but a good contractor will be able to answer your questions.
I love that somebody said I could do it for 100 euros.
Okay.
How we made our DIY pool.
Our VX23.
This already looks like maybe some redneck stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
I see some
the natural
some
pool, dug it
tarps.
out. Yeah. That's what I'm talking like a pond, like they do
Okay,
it like
yeah.
The first 8
I will say this first comment says it looks like it's a death trap.
dropped down. I put some steps in just by packing some dirt
Packing some dirt steps.
here.
He's got an old broken down bus in the proper. Where's this at? That just looks like Colorado or something. You see the mountains in the background?
Yeah.
Then it slopes down. It presents about 9 feet for the rest of the pool.
I don't know. I'd swim in it.
Oh yeah, like 10 out of 10 maybe.
I'd totally swim in it. Yeah.
There's a TikToker that I like,
Yeah.
and he does chef reactions, so he'll like watch people do some really bad.
I love that guy. I know who you're talking about. He's
and he'll
the
like
best,
it
dude.
looks awful, it looks
10
disgusting,
out of 10.
and he'll go.
I'm gonna eat 10 of them.
He'll go 1 out of 10 would try.
Yeah. I'm
This
not
is
gonna lie.
like-
I'm probably eating 30 of those.
There's like a broken down bus in the back. It looks like it's a tarp pool, but
Yeah.
like I'm gonna try the slide.
Yeah.
Why not? You only live once.
He probably had a contractor come out and they gave him like $250,000 quote, and he's like, nah,
I'm gonna make some dirt steps.
I got a
instead.
backhoe. I'll dig a big old hole, line it with plastic, throw a pump in there.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Uh-oh.
Can it get worse? Find out together. How out of plumb that post is under the ground. It's getting worse.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Shouldn't shake like that, and it shouldn't keep shaking like that. All
No.
the way over here. Why are you jiggling all the way over there?
Oh gosh.
You know why it's jiggling like that? You see how the posts are like that? And
Yeah.
They notched them on the outside, and it's supposed to notch the 4x4 posts. You're supposed to bolt them full width of the board. And then we use like these mechanical fasteners called DTT2s. And they're hold down ties that bracket to the post and then back to the next joist to hold them so that that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's actually a code requirement here in Virginia for this very reason. There's an old deck. He said, let's stop.
What's up there?
It's got some rhythm.
My clubbing days.
Oh,
This
your
guy-
clubbing days.
101.
Oh.
Ugly and unsafe. Can you imagine how much water and how many critters got
Dude, they didn't even fix the corner of the siding or... This is an old deck too. It's been like this for a long time.
Right.
out in 1 or 2 or 3 spots? But it's everywhere on this deck.
That's a DIY job.
No matter where I record.
As a good old boy redhead, it's like I build decks for a living. I'll build
paying
mine.
anybody.
I'll do it this weekend. I'm not getting it inspected.
Yeah,
Throw it
like
together real quick.
8 beers in, he's like, I don't need.
Yeah.
I can just nail it.
All that stuff the inspectors wants, that's all a bunch of bull.
Deck. What deck?
More nails, more nails. Dude.
Why are the boards warping?
Why are they? I can tell you why they're warped.
Yeah, I think I saved this one too because I was like, well, this is a good question. Like,
Well, it's whenever you get like hardwood decking like that, like that's like the premium hardwood decking. You can tell because the corners of the boards are like routed over, they're rounded. But that stuff's only like 1.25 inches thick. So it's just cupping because it's drying out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do make some premium wood decking like that where they actually like plow out grooves on the backside that helps prevent the cupping. But I always tell people if you're gonna get a wood deck, you might as well just go with 2x6s and don't pay for this lumber because it's probably gonna cup. And if you look at the wood grain on the way the wood grain's going on it, it lends to
yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, the deck fell off the house.
We came back and fixed it. Kind of. Let's do a quick recap though. No bolts in the ledger.
Didn't lag it in.
Hangers all had nails in them, which was surprising.
That go back.
Yeah.
That hanger right there
Bolts in the ledger. No flashing.
on the corner.
Hangers all had.
That's the DTT2 that I'm talking about that they're supposed to use for the railing. That's supposed to be attached to the railing here going back to the joist. Like that's not,
Said nobody used it. Nobody did.
wow.
We've got it.
No bolts in the
worry.
ledger. No
This will
flashing.
hold that up.
The
Yeah.
hangers all had nails in them, which was surprising. And they even had tension ties. This end, though, was a complete
It looks like they
disaster.
temped it
Now
up
let's see how they fixed
Yeah.
it. First impression is
and
good. They even backfilled.
built the whole deck
And we're off to a
before.
bad start. Improper connections. That beam is sitting on the post, which is good, but it should be connected to the post with some kind of hardware. They make special brackets for that.
Yeah.
Now they put lag bolts in, but they're severely undersized.
There's no lag
and they're
screws.
not
There's no
staggered.
bolts from the
So,
beam
that's
to the
not right.
post. There's
And still no ledger flashing.
man, people out here just it's the wild, wild west.
Even
Man.
if there
I'm
are
telling you what,
concrete
man.
footings down at the bottom, you saw what it looked like before. And all of this soil is super wet and soft.
I
So
would be
this deck
willing to
looks
bet
okay right
that
now,
that was the guy that
but come
came in
back
with the
a few
cheapest
months,
price.
It's gonna drop. quite a bit.
Yeah.
Some positivity though, they do have diagonal bracing, which is nice. But they only have it on one half of the deck.
But they only have it on one.
Yeah,
And
why?
this deck is still inspected, rejected.
Rejected.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, literally just fell off the house. Well, better they did it now than when the kids were out hanging out on it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Again, reviews. Check
This guy
those.
said, this is why the city wants permits. It's true. Probably
the
what he
county.
said, they probably didn't want to pay to get it done right. You get what you pay for.
That is true.
This guy, he nailed it, right? The Simpson strung tie is installed incorrectly and not even close to how it's designed to be used.
All of the deck builders of TikTok
That's what
flooded
it
to
is,
this
yeah.
one there. No.
There's this one guy that I follow who like does really great carpentry work, and it's so funny to watch the comments sometimes because he's literally like one of the best deck builders that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you just get like these like one-off guys that will like make comments, and the guy just roasts them back. Like it's so great the way he roasts these guys because you could tell it's like, you know, young 20-year-old dude that like wants to act like they know something on social media.
Right.
And this dude's like in his 40s and he's just like building some of the nicest stuff out there, and he just totally destroys them.
I don't know if you guys have seen real Adam Rose on TikTok, but we should check out a few of his videos if you haven't seen them.
This guy's the
it's
best.
hilarious. These
This guy's
aren't
the best.
always deck and patio, but just general construction world. But let's see some fails.
I wonder what he does for a living other than this. It's like,
No.
Ocean would never complain. That's like the kind of stuff that you like do to the person who's never ran one of those. Like their first week on the job, you're like, here, take the thumper.
Yeah. God, that's not a fail. That's just initiation.
Turn it all the way
All right.
up.
Come on. Hey.
Some dance skills. He's like, whatever.
No, come on.
I love the
We
look
gotta
on his
have fun.
face.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever.
We gotta have some fun. Come on. What's this? The wheelbarrow.
What were they even doing?
I do like the wheelbarrow. It's like, this will catch it.
That must have been like the roof was full of water and that was the drain to the roof. That's so weird.
There we go. Hey, this is a free gym.
That's a great way to get your cardio in the middle of the day. Oh no. Oh, dude. Oof. Go back. That's actually pretty good. I like
Yeah,
that.
wait, let's go. Oh, jump scare.
What was he walking on? Was it just like a 2x12? Oh, it was an LVL. No, it was an I-joist. It is crazy, some of the stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
I've seen so much crazy stuff in my life on job sites that you're just like, guys, time out.
Yeah.
That's not gonna fly. Like, get the scaffolding up. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
All right, I do love this.
I like this one, yeah.
This is good.
Its facial expressions are the best. Oh no.
What were we thinking though?
$150,000 in the toilet right there. This guy.
Oh no.
Every construction worker has a pair of those jeans, man. You're just like,
A solid kick
I can get another week out of these pants.
Of the helmet though at the end. That was good. I do like too at the bottom of this video it says participating in this activity could result in you or others getting hurt. That's true. Let's see. Oh.
10 on the backflip.
Yeah.
Two on the landing.
Yeah.
He just went right through the subfloor. That's crazy. What was that, like quarter-inch plywood?
Oh, come on.
That is great. He should have just left him there.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? Oh, dude.
It's still like the pause at the beginning where you could tell they're like,
something, yeah.
Like, I think it'll be fine. It won't be.
This guy is so hilarious. What are they?
Hey, you gotta get your morning stretches in. You don't want to pull anything, you know?
You just hear like Dwight Schrute, nice pelvic bowl.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder if like the job foreman made him all do that just so he could get his video. He was literally just trolling the whole
No, we do
crew.
this every morning. I promise.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh, dude, that was a far fall if he was on the roof too. If he was, dude, he probably just fell like 14 feet down to the second floor.
Oh no! Oh, man.
What a. Oh.
Hope you're okay.
I love his face. Dude. Oh man. What?
You know,
They take a break from work to play with toys.
Yeah,
like
it's good to have some downtime, you know, like a good work-life balance.
You know, like one of those guys that was like his kids' toys. He just brought them to work. He's like, check out what I brought, guys.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wait, do they got a fire going on?
Yeah, we're just having fun now. They do,
They got a fire. They turned it into a hot tub.
It looks like it's bubbling too. Like it looks like.
This is like every carpenter I grew up with right there. Like just total shows.
Yeah. Like we said, check those licenses, check those Google reviews.
Yeah.
If you have a fail, truly DM us. Send it to us and we will react to it.
We will use it for 100%.
Because hey, life is all about lessons, right?
Oh my gosh.